That is so crazy. That is literally the first time I've ever seen a snake physically lay an egg. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode. So today it is absolutely beautiful in New Jersey. It's sunny, there's not a cloud in the sky. It's probably about 65 degrees outside. So I pulled the cars out. Well, 3 of them are out. One of them is not here because it's getting serviced. So stay tuned for that video to see what's going on with that car. So today we're gonna be washing the cars. I have to seal the stamped concrete in the backyard. We're putting some mulch down. But before all that happens, we're waiting for FedEx to get here because we have a snake unboxing to do. Not only that, but we have a snake that's currently laying eggs, and this is a super exciting clutch. I'm really excited. So come along for this journey, come along for today's vlog and see what today is all about. How you doing? Am I signing this one? Oh, okay. Thanks. Have a good day. Okay, so let's get to this unboxing. So this is a male that well, as you guys know, I have a male pied that's het albino, and we've been breeding that quite a bit. And then we've been holding back a lot of the babies that it's made. So we have a lot of pieds that are het for albino. We have another clutch that's in there now that should get us some albino pieds, along with a couple other codoms like Black Pastel. I think Spider was in there as well. So we have a bunch of those that we're gonna work on. So that's kind of like one project. So we have a couple racks in the rack behind us, a couple tubs in the racks behind us that are gonna be all dedicated to albino pieds. And now I wanna do another double recessive that included pied as well. So that's where this comes into play. So we have a bunch of our pied females. And now what we're gonna do is start to build that up. Heat pack is still nice and warm. So this male is gonna help us start for next season. And a nice little catalog of sorts. I get the popcorn everywhere. So this is supposed to be a breeder male, or let's see here. Well, it's not a proven breeder, it's just that it's up to breeder size, or almost breeder size right now. So that means that come in the fall when we start breeding again, this snake is gonna be able to be of size, and we're gonna start to use it this fall. So I'm really excited to start doing more double het stuff. And so while we're doing this unboxing, what's pretty crazy right now is that we have right next to my head, over in this rack over here, you guys can't see it, we have a snake that's literally laying eggs as we speak. And I'm not even kidding. This is the third, if you watch my other vlogs, this is our third clutch of the season, and all 3 of them, and this is the first time I've ever in my life caught a snake while it was laying eggs. And this season, all 3 of my clutches I caught while they were laying. So I said it in the last vlog, is that the first 2 clutches I've caught, and I said, you know, I don't know if I'll actually catch the 3rd one laying. But I did, and this one I literally caught her, and I'll show you the video at the end of this, so stay tuned to the end of the vlog. But I literally caught her laying the full egg, one of the eggs. So it might have actually been her last egg. I'm gonna have to check it. I think there was 3, and this was the 4th one she was pushing out, so it might be the final egg. But what's so crazy about this clutch that's laying right now is the male was a world's first. And it was produced by Miguel Garcia of Always Evolving Pythons. And so I ended up getting that snake after it was born, and I put it to a female that I think might also get me a world's first. So I'm gonna explain what that clutch is, but if anybody can prove me wrong, and I could be, there's a very good chance I could be wrong, but I can't find the snake I'm looking for. And this is the snake, I bought this for this reason, but I don't think it's been produced yet. So if it has, please tell me. But I really do think that I actually have a chance, and this is my 3rd season breeding. And it's funny because when I talk to Miguel, he's done videos too about talking about like the whole noob thing. You know, a lot of people put down new breeders, but this could be my 3rd year breeding snakes and hitting a world's first. I think Miguel did it in his 2nd year breeding snakes, so I think that's pretty amazing. All right, so this snake is from, I believe it was called Lucy's Reptiles out of Pennsylvania. It's my first time dealing with them. They had a snake that I ended up purchasing. And so we'll take a look at it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is clean this up a little bit after we get it settled, but this is a hypopide that has stuck shed on it. So it looks like it might be, it partially shedded. So it looks like from the midsection, all this has shed all the way down. And I don't see a shed in the bag. So it didn't shed last night while it was en route. But it does have the first section, so his head, and he has one eye cap stuck. So speaking of eye caps, if you haven't seen, I did do a video on my channel on how to remove eye caps. So we're gonna have to do it with this one as well. So what we're gonna do is get him up to temperature. Once he's up to temperature later today, we'll put him in a warm soak. So we'll take a Rubbermaid, fill it with lukewarm water, and I have the little radar gun, so I usually set the temperature to be the same as whatever the snake is. So if the snake's like typically 88 degrees, I set the water to right around that, like say 85 to 90 degree temperature, usually a little colder than the snake. So that way when you put it in there, it's not a shock in temperature. Or you might feel the water and be like, yeah, it feels pretty warm, like a nice bath for yourself, and it might be like 103 degrees. So what we'll do is we'll put him in some water, we'll soak him, and then help probably get some of this to rub off. But so this is our new hypopide, and so we have a female that's pastel, that's het hypo, and possibly het clown and pied. So this will, if we put this to it, we'll get some pastels, but we should get some hypos, and then we can also test out if we get a pied, then we know that it proves out the pied gene. So that's one of the snakes that we'll put out, and that snake came from Sean at Old Troy City Reptiles. We actually won that snake in a giveaway he was doing on his channel, so I'll put a link to his channel as well in the description of this video, but that's one of the snakes that this will go to. We also have from Justin at Tier 1 Reptiles, we have a Hypo Mojave, who I was planning to put a Hypo GHI to, so you let me know in the comments below. It's a female Hypo Mojave, so I have a Hypo GHI male, so I could put them together and get Hypo GHI Mojaves, or I could put this to it and I would get all hypos that are 100% het for pied, and some would have the Mojave gene as well. So what do you say we get this guy settled in and let's check on the eggs and see if she's done laying. So we got him all situated in his tub. Again, I'll soak him later after he settles in, but I did weigh him. He weighs 530 grams, so by the time the fall comes around, he's gonna be much bigger than that and ready to start breeding. So I'm excited to have him on board as one of our breeder males come this fall. So if you guys want to see what it's like for a snake to lay an egg, check this out. Alright, so again, I'm really excited about this clutch because I really think we have a chance here at a world's first. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna keep doing some research and asking around, but I don't think there's been any snakes made with this pairing yet. So we do have our egg box ready to go. We're gonna pull her out. So the female of this clutch is a Pastel GHI, and the male is a Cypress Bastave, so Cypress Pastel Mojave. She's a couple days past her due date, so I'm excited she finally went. I think it was 4 eggs. We'll double check when we pull her out. What do you say we just get in this? Let's pull the tub out, let's get her off the eggs, let's get her all cleaned up, we'll get the eggs in the incubator and situated, then we can start the 60-day countdown until those are gonna hatch. All right, so I have Kristen with me, and she is gonna actually pull the clutch. I pulled the other two. This will be the first one this season for her to pull, so let's take it out and let's get it.
Well, I think I need to move this chair, in case I have to jump back. This way. Hello.
So the big thing is you want to try to get her tail.
Which is underneath everything. Okay. Hi.
So you want to get the tip of the tail and unwind her the other way.
She's not happy. Got it. Okay. Is it normal to sweat this much?
No.
No. Okay.
So reach under there. Use 2 hands.
I'm afraid, like, what if I can't? She's like eyeing me up.
You're doing good.
She doesn't seem happy.
There you go. Now reach under and grab the tip of the tail behind her head. And unwrap her backwards. There you go. And push her that way and lift up. Take her away from the eggs. There you go. Set her to the side and put her on the couch. Just set her there for a split second. Pick them up gently. Don't let them roll.
These are big eggs, aren't they?
They're very long.
Good.
Looks good. Man, one of those eggs is so tiny.
Well, that one's small too. These two are really small.
And I want to see when we...
Should we candle them?
let's see, where is she? SLGHI, 4 follicles. So we did see 4 follicles when we actually did the...
There you go.
Let's move that egg over to the left.
Veins, good.
Don't see any of that one.
No, it's a really big one. Yeah, like up here.
Like very light.
Go around this side, maybe?
And there's veins in that one.
Yeah.
So that is it for today. It's too nice to not be outside. So for all you quarantine people, get outside, get some fresh air. I am actually going to tackle this stamped concrete. We just power washed it. I'm going to blow it all off. And then what we're going to do is reseal it. So we're going to make it look brand new again. We're going to put a whole fresh coat of sealant on the stamped concrete today. So I'm excited to get that project done. Once I get this snake and I get him soaked and I get all that shed off of him, I'll get some nice photos of him and I'll post it up on my Instagram. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram already, on Instagram, it's at SFB_exotics. I'll put the link there. And my personal Instagram is Chris_Graham94. I'll put them both in the description. And a huge shout out to Kristen. She did an awesome job on her first egg clutch pulling of the season. And again, it'd be pretty cool if we do get a world's first out of that clutch and Kristen pulled it, so she was able to be a part of this. So I'm really excited about this clutch. I can't wait to see what happens. If you guys saw the eggs, 2 were really big, 1 was normal size, and then 1 was actually really small, so I'm kind of curious. 1 does have very weak veins, one of the really big ones, so we'll keep monitoring that and see if the veins start to develop over time and how that egg actually happens. So definitely 3 good eggs. The 4th one's questionable because it's very tiny, weak veins, so we'll see what happens. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next vlog. Peace out, everybody.